Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Ethan. I hope you're having a great day. I'm back here with another poker video, and I know I haven't posted one of these in literally forever, but first time I'm playing 2-5 today, so I wanted to document it. So hopefully we'll see how this session goes, but I want to make a quick intro since I haven't uploaded in such a long time. I'm going to start making weekly videos ideally, so once a week starting with this video, so be on the lookout for that. I ran into some more free time this summer and later on, so I'm ideally gonna be more dedicated and actually upload videos on a weekly basis. We'll see how this goes, but yeah, today I'm gonna go to Twin River, driving and vlogging right now. Never the best combination, but we're gonna get it done here. And yeah, we're gonna make this video. I'm probably gonna get destroyed. As a disclaimer for all of the new people who haven't seen my channel yet, I am not a good poker player. I am an absolute novice at best, and yeah, I'm just not good at all. So if you want to learn what not to do at the poker table and what kind of moves you shouldn't make, this is the channel for you. But anyways, I just want to make videos because, I don't know, I find it entertaining and cool to just listen to hand reviews, and that's what my channel is all about. So be on the lookout. Wish me some luck. Playing 2-5 for the first time, I'm probably going to get destroyed, but we'll see. I'm probably just going to play pretty tight for the whole day, but who knows, things change, and I just, sometimes I get a little impatient. I want to entertain myself and make moves. But anyways, guys, wish me some luck, and let's see how this goes. So my 2-5 session is in the books, wrapped up, and I'm back home, and I'm ready to do these hand reviews. I guess without spoiling anything, it was definitely an interesting experience. I would do it again, and we got into some couple interesting spots, and overall, I don't know, I think I took a lot away from it just because I'm such a new player. And honestly, the main reason why I'm back making these videos is because, one, I really loved how I learned so much from the comment section and how you guys just completely helped me out and improved my game a lot just from your comments. The cutthroat, honest ones that said, "Hey man, you suck and you made a horrible decision in this spot," and all that was great. So I would really appreciate it if you guys could do it again in this video. That would be awesome. And yeah, let's get into it, because my very first hand that I've ever dealt with got put into a must-move game, so it was probably 5 or 6 handed. We get dealt pocket kings. Not a bad start for my very first hand. So it went pretty quick. It went under the gun, opened to $15, and it folded to me. I threw out 55 because I didn't really know how to, I don't know, the bet sizing and all that stuff. So I just threw a fat 55, and everyone else folded, so I scooped that one with pocket kings. Not a bad way to start a session. Second hand we have here, we actually get into a pretty interesting spot. I'm on the button, and I look down at pocket queens, so another fairly good holding there. So dude in early position bets $15, middle position calls, and onto me, I raise it to $40, and the early position calls, and the other dude folds. So we're heads up to the flop of 8-6-4 rainbow. So I mean, it's a fairly good it's a pretty good flop for pocket queens, I'd say, but and I guess, I don't know, you never know what 2-5 players could have. But he ends up leading out for $50. I think he had about 250 remaining ish. He was fairly short stacked ish. So I decided to raise it up to 125, just kind of get an idea as to where he's at. See if he'll call. If he's calling, then I guess he might have 2 pair or something like that. I don't know, but he ends up calling. And the turn is a 2, so he checks, and I decided to throw out a bet of 150. That's pretty much his entire stack. I think he had maybe 170 behind or whatever that was. I don't know if my math is right, whatever. But I bet 150, essentially putting him all in, because it's either he's gonna call or just jam. So he decided, or he's gonna fold or jam. So he decided to jam, and I called. The river came. It was an ace, and he flips over ace-8 offsuit to scoop that one up, so rivered me on that one. So there's a fairly big pot, and I lost a lot of my stack immediately in that second hand there. So I think I had 160 behind or something horrible. So it was an uphill battle from there, but I lost a really big one, and I think I played that decently well. But I don't know. Let me know in the comments below, because I really was thinking about this one, and I'd love to hear your opinions on it. Next hand, we are into a full table, so that's good. And we're on the big blind here with King 10 offsuit. So we have 4 limps to me, and with King 10, I decide to just check it through. I don't know, I feel like that's kind of in my checking range. Maybe I could have isolated a little bit, but with king 10 off, not the best holding. I have learned from that before. So flop comes 3-4 king rainbow. I lead out for $25. A dude on my left calls and everyone folds. By the way, the dude on my left has targeting me all session long. He moved a seat over. The seat to my left opened up. He moved from like the other side of the table onto me and just started just re-raising all of my limps and bets throughout the entire session. So he's been targeting me. So he calls the 25. Everyone else folded, and the turn comes the queen, making it a full rainbow, which is great. No flush draws on board, and I ended up betting $50. He called fairly quickly. The river. Came with 2 of clubs. I just kind of maintained the sizing and just bet 100, and he thinks for a little bit and ends up folding that one. So I guess I don't know what he absolutely would have had calling that. He maybe had a queen. I don't know what he would be calling with, but on that turn. But scooped that one, and I won against that asshole. So that was good. Next one we got here, we're under the gun. And we look at ace queen off suit. So with ace queen off, I decided to just limp because once again I'm fairly inexperienced, and you look a little strong if you lead out under the gun, maybe, I don't know. But I decided to limp. Probably not the best move, but 5 people call. The flop comes 3-7 queen though, and another rainbow board, so that's amazing. Love that. So with 6 people in, I'm gonna bet 25 because I'm definitely ahead 9 times out of 10 ideally, but I bet 25. Dude middle position calls and everyone else ends up folding, so I guess I isolated up to another heads up situation. So the turn comes the jack, completing another full rainbow. I bet $50 and he makes the fold. So I don't know, maybe he had 5-6 and it was open-ended. I don't know, or not open-ended. He 5-6 with a gut shot. I don't know what he would have there, but scooped up another fairly small pot there. Next one, I am on the button with queen 10 off, and we get 5 limpers in total. I ended up limping again on the button. Probably not the best move. I definitely should have bet and just increased the pot, the size of the pot there. But we have 5 limpers, including myself, and the flop comes 10-8-3 with 2 clubs. So I guess it kind of worked out in my favor, and I'm in position. So it checked to me. I bet 25, and only the small blind calls. So once again, another heads up to the turn. Turn comes the 2 of diamonds. I bet $30. He checks, and then I bet 30, and he calls. And then the river came the 9 of hearts. He checked. I checked because I saw 3 to a straight, and I just decided screw it. I don't think he would call a value bet. So I show queen 10. He mucks, and I scoop that one up. So maybe I could have gone for thin value on the river. I'm not entirely sure. I just kind of wanted to check and just show people, hey, I'm not really bluffing. But when the bluff does come through, or when I do bluff, then maybe it'll work. I don't know my mindset. Maybe I'm overthinking this, but that's just what happened. Another next orbit are on the button again. Look down at king 9 offsuit. 2 limps to me. I decided to limp as well with king 9. Really nothing I can do there. Just in position and wanted to play the pot. Then the big blind raises to 25, and I decided to call when everyone else folded. So we're heads up. A lot of heads up action here, but the flop comes king 5-6 rainbow, just hitting the fucking flop every time. He bets $35. I can't really go anywhere. I think raising is just stupid, so I call. The turn comes at 2. He bets 50 again. I decide to call. Same story. Then the river's a 10. I really didn't love that card, so I just, once he checked, I don't know why I didn't love the 10, but once he checked, I checked it back. Wanted to see what he had. He showed his 9-7 offsuit with absolutely nothing, and I scooped that one up with a pair of kings. We've got a lot of hands, by the way. My goodness. So now the next one, I'm in the cutoff with pocket 8s. I was getting a ton of low pocket pairs and really wasn't hitting them, but here obviously I'm showing you as this one because I get pocket 8s. Yeah, 3 limps. I decided to limp as well. And first, once I limped, the guy to my direct left raises to 30. I think, you know, it was a mix of a lot of dead money, or yes, you know, 4 limpers ahead of him, and I was also in. So, so he raises the 30. The hijack calls, and I call as well. 3 ways to the flop, and that comes Jack 5-8 rainbow. So flopping middle set, it's not horrible. So the guy to my right, the hijack checks. I end up checking, and the button checks as well, unfortunately. So turn comes 3 clubs, and due to my right checks, I bet 35. They both fold. So couldn't get any action out of there, but just happy to keep winning these small pots. Like, I can't complain about that. Here in middle position, I have king 10 offsuit. As you can tell, I've been winning a shit ton of just consecutive small pots in a row. So I've been slowly building up my stack from that horrible hand from earlier in the session. So I think I'm back to almost even, somewhere around to the $500, $400 mark. So I've been grinding to build up my stack again. So in this one here, middle position, king 10 offsuit. Under the gun limps, I have king 10, so I just had to limp as well. And then once I limped, the guy to my direct left raised the 15, obviously just targeting me. The under the gun calls, and I make the call as well. So the flop comes ace 9-3 rainbow. Under the gun checks. I decided to bet $25. Don't know why I bet $25, to be honest with you. Maybe just getting a little out of line. I don't know, but they both ended up calling, so I figured, cool, I'll probably not bet again. Maybe someone has an ace or something. But the turn comes the queen of diamonds, so 2 diamonds on the board now. The undergun checks, I check as well, and then due to my left, bets $35. So once the under the gun folds, I was really close to folding because I wasn't really using my head, but turns out that I like looked at the board more, and it turns out that queen actually helps me. Obviously, got a gut shot now. So I figured, fuck it, it's $35 more. Yas the call in. And luckily enough, river comes the king that I needed. I guess Jack 10 does get there for Broadway, but you know, I decided to check. Then he checks his 6-3 of diamonds, and I scoop that one. So I rivered his ass. Fuck that guy, targeting me all session long. Won another pot off of him. So fairly smallish pot, but you know, it's helpful. You know, every win counts. And the last hand that I will go over, I went over a shit ton of hands today, but the last hand, we are under the gun with 9-7 of clubs. I open to $15. Feeling a little confident, as you can see, broadening my range. Definitely a terrible idea for the future, but 9-7 of clubs opened up for $15. Get 2 calls. The blinds fold. So we are first to act out of position here when the flop comes ace jack 8. I bet $35 because I know my tight image will probably represent at least an ace if I'm betting under the gun. So I bet 35, and the dude in middle position calls, and that is it. So we're under the gun. We're heads up to the turn. Turn comes the queen. Once he called me, I mean, I thought I was behind, so I figured I would check, but then he made the mistake, I think, of checking back. And then once the river came an ace, so I figured, look, I've been repping an ace, so he checked back the turn, so I feel like I have to be ahead. So I'll bluff for $45, and he thinks for quite a while. He thinks longer than normally. But then he ends up making the fold, which is great. So the bluff went through. That was my one and only bluff of the session, and ended up great. So that was pretty much how the session ended. I battled all the way back from my like $160 stack, whatever the hell I had, something horrible, and battled back to plus 143. So it wasn't a whole lot of profit, but it was still profit anyways. I only played for a couple hours, wasn't too long, and got the hell out of there and left with up money. So anyways, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the video. I will definitely be posting once a week. That is the plan. So please look out for the next video. Please like the video if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'd love your comments below and actual feedback, because I know I'm not a good poker player. Just want you to know that I know too. But anyways, thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys later. Peace out, boys.